Alabama head football coach Nick Saban is under fire after accusing teams of cheating. Yes, cheating. Specifically, Nick Saban was talking about Texas A&M cheating in the 2022 recruiting cycle. He said this in a video that was posted on social media. Quote, Texas A&M bought every player. We didn't buy one player. He went on to say that there were potentially some violations of the NIL deals and the deals that essentially allow college football players to make money off their likeness, make money off of their play on the field and all that stuff. So Nick Saban is taking umbrage with that, and there's been a mixed reaction as to how to feel about this. Some people are saying that Saban's out of line. Some people are agreeing with Saban. But one person who definitely does not agree with Nick Saban is head football coach over at Texas A&M, Jimbo Fisher, who had a fiery response today. Let's take a listen.
It's a shame that we have to do this. It's really despicable. It's despicable that somebody can say things about somebody and an organization. More importantly, 17-year-old kids. You're taking shots at 17-year-old kids and their families. And they broke state laws. They're all money. We bought every player on this group. We never bought anybody. No rules were broken. Nothing was done wrong. It was all in the way we do things, the ethics in which we do things. And these families, it's despicable that a reputable head coach could come out and say this when he doesn't get his way or things don't go his way. The narcissist in him doesn't allow those things to happen, and it's ridiculous. But when he's not on top, and the parity in college football he's been talking about, go talk to coaches who coach for him. You'll find out all the parity. Go dig into wherever he's been. You can find out anything. And it's a shame that you got to sit here and defend 17-year-old kids and families and Texas A&M because we do things right. We're always going to do things right. But we're always going to be here.
So there you saw, obviously, Jimbo Fisher, not a happy camper at all. He said that Nick Saban is a narcissist. He said that Nick Saban was talking about parody, which is hilarious when coming from Nick Saban, which honestly I find quite true. It is completely tone deaf and missing the point and just utterly ridiculous for someone like Nick Saban to be talking about parody in college football. When he's one of the best coaches, if not the best coach in college football history. That's fine. But it's hilarious for him to talk about parody when he consistently gets the best recruiting classes, when Alabama is consistently the best team and thought of as the best team. Mostly, and that's my thing. They are always thought of as the best team. That's why they're always ranked high. That's why even when they're 1-2 losses, they're always going to be in that mix for the college football playoff because they're Alabama, and that's just how people perceive them a lot of years. And look, they're a great team. They're a great organization. They are a great college football legacy franchise, whatever you want to call it. They are. But that doesn't mean that there's parity in college football or this is bad for parity in college football. This is teams being able to use the NIL deals and the NIL agreements as a recruiting tool is great for parity in college football. So Nick Saban is just wrong because this allows for more players to make money and for more teams to be able to have access to these players outside of just Alabama, outside of just Clemson, outside of just Notre Dame, outside of all of these big programs that are consistently in the title picture and that people perceive to just be better than everybody else, even though some years they're not. So if you're going to ask me who I side with or whatever, I don't think Jimbo Fisher. Look, A&M's had some really good recruiting classes. Let's not ignore the fact that A&M is just also Texas A&M. They're going to have some really great recruits. So this is more so. I'm not going to say that I fully agree with Jimbo Fisher. I agree with a lot of what he said about, is it the narcissist in Nick Saban saying all this? Hell yeah. Is it is it tone deaf and is it stupid for him to talk about parity in college football? Absolutely. That's besides your point. Nick Saban could have went out there and said that it's wrong morally, and he probably would have had a better argument. But instead, he went out and tried to talk about parity. He went out and tried to talk about how, they bought their players. I'm like, dude, where are you? You've been coaching college football for decades. You're telling me that this is more egregious than the pay for play that's been going on in college football for decades? You're in the SEC. Everybody knows, it's an open secret that these teams recruit by giving players money. Only before it was through boosters, only before it was hidden. Now it's just okay. It's part of the game. This is a growing pain, I think, for Nick Saban. He can't deal with the fact that these players are making money when they're not playing for him. He'll go out and talk about his quarterback signing multi-million-dollar deals. He'll go on and talk about Bryce Young signing multi-million-dollar deals, but then he'll come back and be like, oh, damn it, A&M. Damn it, Florida. Damn it, Deion Sanders. He says something about Deion Sanders. I'm like, what? No, players don't go to play for Deion Sanders for money. They go to play for Deion Sanders because he's Deion freaking Sanders. Come on, Nick. He's the best coach in college football history, probably. Absolutely worst take I've ever heard from him. Absolutely. But y'all let me know what you guys thought about Nick Saban. Was he right? Was he wrong? Is Jimbo Fisher got a point? Let me know in the comment section below. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released.